Today I'm going to do my August update video. I know it is now the 3rd of September that this is going to be put up, but if you don't already know, I've actually started a new thing where just filming a whole batch of videos at one time and then just like kind of spreading them out throughout the week. I just find it easier to do it that way, to like schedule them, and then I know that I've got videos up for weeks ahead, and then hopefully I'll be more consistent with my uploading. So that is the first thing I've got to tell you about my August favourites. That is what I'd started doing the month of August. Was I just felt like I wanted to make more videos because I've kept a diary, and in it I said that one of my main goals for this year, instead of doing like resolutions, I've done main goals. So one of my main goals for this year was to get more videos up on YouTube. And I'm aware I've not really done that much throughout this year yet, but I have started, so you know, it's always good to have a start. So I've started, and I've decided that when I feel in the mood to make a video, I'm just going to make that video and then decide on another video to make. So it might be like a tag video, then a makeup video, then like the ramble video, then an update video, just whatever comes along. And I'm just going to make them maybe all in the one day, but I might put one up like on a Sunday and then another one up on a Wednesday. That's just the way I've kind of like spaced them out. So that is number one kind of update. Number two is, oh yeah, I went to get new blinds. Let me tell you, it was an experience. Bad. Basically, my blinds were broken. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to go and try and find more blinds. So I went to Clydebank, which is near me, it's in Glasgow, and I went to Dunelm Mill. And honestly, their customer service is shocking. I've never been into that shop before in my life, and I will not be going back again. So I went up and I was looking at the blinds, and I said to the woman, actually, first of all, it was me and Mum, we were looking at the net curtains and we wanted to ask her like to cut the length for us. She was like, I'm just helping somebody just now, so I'll come back in 5 minutes. So we were like, yeah, that's fine, sure, whatever. We didn't say sure, whatever, we were just like, yeah, that's fine. That was my phone. So she said she'd be back in 5 minutes, so we were standing there looking at the other blinds, and she didn't come back, and then we couldn't find her. So we went over to look at the blinds instead of net curtains, and they only had one set of blinds that were 6 foot by whatever it was we were looking for. So we went to the till. Well, first of all, we looked about the floor. There was nobody there, like no staff. So there was only this one woman who had told us that she would be back in 5 minutes. This was like 15 minutes later and she still hadn't come back to find us. And we looked about the floor, like the shop floor, to try and find a member of staff to ask how much the blinds were, and if they had another one in that size. No staff. We went to the checkout and there was 3 girls. One was on the phone, one was serving, and one was, I don't know what doing, just like standing there looking pretty. So they put a call out for somebody to come and see for us about the blinds, and literally like 10 minutes later we were still standing there. 10 minutes later. We were in there for like 40 minutes, and let me just say, absolutely none of their customer service advisors, whatever you call them, had a clue what they were doing. There was no one in the shop floor, and there was not very many prices and anything. That is a brilliant place to shop. Not. So anyone around my area that goes to Dunelm Mill, I don't advise it. Maybe they were just having a bad day that day, I don't know, but that was my first time in that shop and I will not be going back. And I don't recommend any of you to go, because I wouldn't want to say that was good service, having to wait 20 minutes for somebody to come. But yeah, we ended up, nobody came. So we walked out, left the blinds at the till, walked out. The woman who told us she would be back in 5 minutes to help us because she was with another customer was out at the front door looking about. She was like actually standing like this, looking up at the other end of the car park. Seriously? What the hell? Another thing I've got to rant about is Vodafone. I have a contract with Vodafone. Now, they took £120 out of my bank, which left me short for another direct debit I had. But I'm going to start from the beginning. First of all, they sent me a bill for £2.90 in July, and that was fine. It's a direct debit. They take the money out of my account. No problem, fine. August comes and they take £120. I didn't have £120 in my bank account. So the bank sent me a letter saying that I'd be charged £6 because obviously like that's what the bank charges. So I phoned up Vodafone, waited in line for about 10 minutes to get through to a woman who didn't really understand what I was saying, and I couldn't understand what she was saying, but we worked through it. And she explained to me that my bill for July was £48. And I said, but you've only sent me a bill for £2.90 for July, so I don't really understand. And she's like, no, we've sent you a bill for £48. And I was like, no, I only received a bill for £2.90. And she says, oh yeah, I can see that. That's like, I can see that in the computer, but it was £48. So I was like, right, okay, but that's really not my fault, and now I've got a bank charge. So she's like, okay, I'll pay your bank charge for you. So that was fine. Then she sorted all that out, said goodbye. 4 days later, I've got another bank charge through. I have no idea why the light just lit up there. 4 days later, I get another bank charge through for them trying to take £120 out of my bank, which they weren't owed, due, whatever the word is. Because when I was on the phone previously, I'd already paid £60, so I only had £10 to pay because the bill was £74 for the August one. So I had £10 more to pay. And they have taken out £70 from my account, but they tried to take £120 out again. Don't know why. So I phone up, unable to understand them again. And them not understanding me, because I was trying to tell them they've taken money, they had taken £70 out of my account, which meant that my other direct debit that was due to be paid the day after they'd done that couldn't get paid because they'd taken the £70 out of my account. Now, I was in the Vodafone shop when I was trying to explain this to the guy on the phone, and he couldn't understand me. He was like, what? And I had to repeat myself about 5 or 6 times, no exaggeration. And just, he didn't seem to understand that it was Vodafone's fault. Like, I had £70 in my bank account, and they took that £70 out of my bank account, which was not owed to them. They shouldn't have taken, but it was a direct debit, so they could do what they wanted and take what they wanted out. So they done that, £70, which was for my other direct debit, and now I have to pay £20-something a month, which is the minimum payment, because Vodafone have taken that money out of my account. What is so hard to understand about that? Do you understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, they didn't. And I said, like, in the nicest way, I said, can you put somebody on that understands what I'm saying? And he's like, I understand you perfectly. And then went on to describe something else that I wasn't even saying to him. And I was like, he doesn't understand me. But anyway, I've got it all sorted. They said they've put the £70 back into my bank account. It should be in there in 3 to 5 days. That was on Thursday. This is Friday. No, in fact, that was on Wednesday. This is now Friday, and it's still not in my bank. So I'm giving them till Sunday and then I'm going to be so angry. I highly do not recommend anyone move to Vodafone. I cannot wait to get back to O2. They are my lovers. I love O2. Vodafone is ridiculous. And yeah, that's my rant about Dunelm Mill and Vodafone. What else has happened this month? Oh yes, onto brighter notes. I done a work placement for 2 weeks and they've now offered me a job. Woohoo! So happy that I've got the job. I'm not going to say where it is because I don't want nosy people in that area knowing where I work. But well, I don't mind them knowing where I work, but I don't want them to like know what I'm doing because I just like being like, you don't know what I'm doing. Kind of thing. Not that everyone's like, oh my god, what's Anne Mackenzie doing? But you know, like I live in quite a small town and everyone's just like so nosy and what they don't know about you they make up, so I just can't like wait to see what I'm doing, like what am I working as? Kind of thing. So yeah, that is the goods. Also it was my mum's friend's birthday on the 12th of August. She was 50. Happy birthday, Liz, for the 12th of August. And what else happened? Oh yeah, the world has gone crazy for the ice bucket challenge. I challenge every single one of you watching this video to do the ice bucket challenge. I've already done mine, put it up in my Facebook, and I don't know how to put it up here onto YouTube. No idea in the world. Think I put a link on Twitter for you to go see, so go to my Twitter and look it up on Twitter and you'll be able to see my ice bucket challenge where I kind of poured it over myself, but it was so cold that I went whoosh, and it kind of went over my back. My bad, I know. Thoughts. So this is my August update video. I've just done my August favourites video and I've also done a video that, what was it, the Golden Oldies photos. That is hilarious. Look out for it. In fact, I think it's already up. It's going up on Sunday. It's already up. So I'm going to go and don't really know what I'm going to do now. But I can't think of any more kind of like stuff that I need to update you on. Yeah, totally lost. Can't think. I will be back soon in my next video, and till then, I hope you all have a beautiful, lovely human day. Lots of love, Anne. Laters.